All right, welcome back everybody. So today I'm going to do some spark plug changes on the Silverado. And yeah, I know that this isn't the first time that I've done this on this channel. But for somebody who's, trying to, see if it's something that they want to do, then I can kind of hopefully give them some pointers and advice on this. As always, the driver's side is always the easiest to do. There's really nothing in the way. Passenger side is where all your heater hoses are and AC lines and all that good stuff. So the driver's side is always hardest. Plus with the heater box there, it kind of gives you a lot less room to get back there to that number 8 spark plug. So the tools that you're going to need are pretty basic. You're going to need a ratchet, some extensions, show you the right one, some extensions, spark plug socket / wrench, and inside there's a rubber piece that once you put that spark plug in there, it should hold it so you don't drop it, lose it. Potentially you might need a swivel. And then you got your spark plugs. Now mine is the 4.8 liter V8 in this vehicle, in this 09 Silverado, and the part number is right there for your spark plugs. I didn't really want to go with copper core, but I did. Don't know why. Should have went with platinum. And if I'm replacing the plug wires too while I'm there. That's real simple. And the part number for this one is the 974 number here for that motor. Now why, for all you older people out there, there is no distributor on these vehicles. They have a coil over plug design, but it's actually not over the plug, it's up out of the way. But so the computer controls the spark, and I can show you that in just a second here, like how that actually is. So hold on, I'll be right. Open the hood and I'll show you. Hold on. So this is your coil. There's your spark plug wire, goes down to your spark plug. Each cylinder has their own, so it's a coil for each spark plug. And you'll see what I mean, that this has the heat shield on it. It's a metal ring around the spark plug so that your wires don't melt from the exhaust. But that one's pretty darn close, and I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, the camera's like at an odd angle. Anyway, you're not really going to be able to see what I'm doing because my tripod, it doesn't really extend very high. So I apologize to you guys for that, but I will try to get you at least to see one of them being done. So I'm going to get going on this because, well, things tend to take me a lot longer than they should. And if you watched any of my videos, you'll understand. So considering this vehicle is pretty high up in the air, I'm going to need a footstool to get my fat butt up there a little higher. So let's get going. Try and keep all your parts as close to you as you can, so things are within your reach. Okay, so if you're wondering why I would do this, it's because I just got this vehicle not long ago, and I don't know when it was done last, if at all. It's got 119,000 miles on it. So I checked the oil, or the air filter this morning, and that was brand new. The only thing that I don't think has been done in a while also is an oil change. So these spark plugs can be a little difficult to get out of there sometimes. So remember, it's always righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You gotta get the length. Now I just need to get taller. If you can possibly, like, twist the spark plug wires, sometimes that'll break them loose from the tip. And just like that, everything came off, which I think is supposed to be that way. That's fine. But I gotta remember to put that thing back on before I proceed. These different size plugs. What's going on here? Maybe I don't need that long of an extension just yet. Seems to be getting in my way. There we go. And by the looks of it, somebody might have already been in here and did this. I'll find out soon enough. Maybe I'm gonna need that longer one. These things go in on an angle. Good Lord. You're going to want to be real careful with this too, because these have aluminum heads. And what that really means is that it's soft. If I pull this out of here and it looks like these are actually brand new, then all I'm going to really do is change the wires. Take the spark plugs back. So, I don't know if you can see that, but that is a really good burn. Have a look at these other ones here. I might just go and replace the other ones, just the plugs, the wires. Yeah, someone's been in here recently, because that is a boot grease that you put on these so they come off easier. I don't know, guys, I'm this far into it. What the hell? Now I got a billion mosquitoes after me. So remember, like I was saying about these heads, they're aluminum heads, so they're going to be soft. You don't want to cross thread these things. You really, 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 really got to pay attention. If it feels like it isn't going in, don't force it. And whoever put these in over tightened them. They don't need to be that tight. Goodness gracious, these things were that was tight. Just give it a snug is all you got to do. So that's one down. These should all basically be the same length. So when you put these back on, you push it until you hear a little snap. That means it's on the plug. There, that's on. Connected up there, that's on. On to the next. This is why this side's going to be a lot harder. You got hoses, everything in your way. And all these spark plugs are facing, I'm going to go back this way. The other ones over there were facing forward. So that presents another challenge all on its own. Okay, so it is now 3:38. So it took nearly an hour to get the other side done. The back one, goodness gracious. Yeah, it was a pain. Put everything back together, cleaned everything up. I'm not sure if you can hear that, guys, but it's running and purring like a kitten. So that tells me that everything is connected, everything snapped together. The spark plug wires snapped onto the coil, into the plug perfectly. But yes, let me just reiterate that if you got one of these vehicles, uh-oh. Okay, that's weird. I don't know where that went. Okay, that was scary. I'm gonna just say this. You will need this swivel to get back there on that number 8 spark plug. There also is that possibility that you can go through, take the front driver or passenger side tire off and go through the wheel well. Possibly. I'm not trying to say there is, but I've dropped the wrench I don't know how many times, and then there was a few times it didn't hit the ground, so it's sitting there on the frame somewhere. Oh, I was kind of like freaking out a little bit. But it's good to go. The check engine light is not on. It never was on. I did this because I don't know when or if it was ever done. So I explained that at the beginning of the video. So, alright guys, until the next time, I'm going to just kind of give you a little walk around. No, I'm kidding. You don't really want to see this piece of crap anymore. So, but you're gonna. There's things I gotta do to this. Here she is. Running perfectly. Nice and smooth. I lost my change when I had to crawl under the vehicle a couple of times. Okay. You know what, guys? I'm not a Chevy person, but this really is pretty darn good, a little investment. It works, does what it's supposed to do. I'm not sure what just came flying off of there. It's a basic truck. Must have been a work truck kind of thing for somebody. Clean this up again, put my stuff away. Give you a little walk around. I'm kidding, I'm not doing that again. Anyway, I'm gonna just finish cleaning up, go in, make some dinner, and stay tuned. Alright, so, thanks for staying tuned. Although it was only a second. But one thing I did want to kind of ask you guys about, get your advice, get your opinion. And look, I never bothered to pick up my change from earlier. I am highly considering painting the truck. I don't know why I get these urges so late in the year, but I really haven't had this truck too long anyway. But I've had so many gray vehicles, it's crazy. As a matter of fact, my mom's car is gray. My Escape is just a darker gray. The last Chevy I owned was like an 06, I think it was, Trailblazer. Gray. So my thought, and I don't know how you guys think about, or what you guys think about this, but I thought about cobalt blue. Would it look good on this truck? I don't know. The colors that this truck came in, that was, the colors that it was are offered for this, I don't like any of them. So, what do you think? Is this truck deserving of that? Don't know. But this is kind of as far as I think I'm going to take this. I need to do something with getting the stickers off of there, painting this part. But I ended up just going with black outdoor caulk as, oh my goodness gracious, I didn't even get this part. Kind of seal up some seams. I mean, I kind of got most of it. How the heck did I not get that? I don't know. Is this truck worthy of going that far with it? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, this is still going to look ugly. This horrible, horrible job I did here. I don't know why I am so bad at body work. I mean, look at how flimsy this is. This is just flashing. I did bed line or undercoat the wheel wells inside here. I'm not sure if I should do the frame. Still never got around to taking care of this rust. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to pull the tailgate off and get that stuff done. Don't know why I did that. That's going to turn out to be a problem. Looks like complete crap, but it looks better than it did. Except for all of this. That's just bad. That might be the only other place I decide to use the spray foam. This is just caulk, and I missed that seal too. Good grief, that seam. Well, anyway, guys, seriously, let me know if that should be painted or just left well enough alone. Put it in the comments. And yeah, tomorrow, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be somewhat rainy tomorrow, and my wife and I can't really do a whole lot because, well, it's not her fault. I mean, we currently don't have health insurance, and we just paid close to $400 for 2 of her pills. It's supposed to rain. I don't know what's happening truly with the weather tomorrow. Tonight it's supposed to actually be clear, so I might just get the little telescope out and attempt to get some photos. But if we stick around here tomorrow, I'll just pull the tailgate off and start sanding down the bottom part, try to get that rust off, and go from there. If we decide to stay home. I don't know what's happening. So anyway, enough rambling, enough. I am sorry that I didn't get you guys inside the engine bay to kind of show you how this was going on today. The tripod that I was using is it's so short, so flimsy, that bringing the camera inside the engine bay was just not really an option. I got to figure out a way to maybe put a headband on with this setup, so you guys can kind of see that way. So I'm not really worried about holding a camera or it being in my way. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like, please subscribe. I've been gaining very, very slowly a few subscribers every so often, and just hey guys, thanks for joining. I'm not a professional at this. This is just me trying to make a piece of junk look a little bit better and enjoy it. I can tell you guys that if I would have bought the I can't remember who makes the panels, but it's like a vacuum formed plastic, extremely tough ABS plastic. Rocker panels and your cab corners are all one piece, and it's a stick-on. Literally, there is double-sided tape on the back, and you just pull it off, a little pigtail sticking out when you stick it to the vehicle, and you just pull it off. And yeah, that, I don't know if it's $450 for a set or if it was for one side. I never really got, when I saw that price, I just kind of went, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. What did I spend on this so far? Making half-ass rocker panels. I mean, the inner rockers are just gone. There's nothing there. So what you see is basically just aluminum hanging there, formed sort of, and held on by a lot of self-tappers and rivets. Where I work, I get a discount on all of my materials, but I'm going to give a rough estimate on normal, normal customer cost at this store. I probably spent close to $300, so I did save a little bit. But I look at it this way: for $200 more ish, and if it included both sides, it would have been done in a matter of minutes instead of weeks, and it would have probably looked a hell of a lot better than it does now. But I don't know if those need the inner rockers to adhere to also. I don't know. I never really looked that close to that product, and to find anything else was just, no, they didn't seem to, never looked like they'd fit this truck. But anyway, long story short, I did save a few $100 in the process, even with all the spray paints, all the glue, caulk. But other than that, I mean, the spray paints I basically have here. I mean, there's my supply over there. I got my own little shop, I guess you could call it, of spray paints and whatnot over here. So I didn't spend a whole lot on it because I already had it here. All right, going back to that, as far as paint goes, if you would like to see that done, let me know ASAP, because the weather's starting to get cold. The cobalt blue that I'm thinking in my mind, it's a metallic cobalt blue. It's really cool color. Put your opinions down there in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.